For the third time in 3 years, Dallas ISD superintendent wants to put a property tax increase before Dallas voters. This comes as property values have been on the rise, but Dallas ISD is not seeing any additional revenue. Fox 4's Lori Brown joins us now to explain why.
Clarice, as Dallas homeowners write larger checks this year for property taxes, some may wonder why the district is making the case for a 13-cent tax increase. One reason is that for the first time, DISD is considered property rich and therefore subject to the state's Robin Hood funding system.
We've had a lot of success in Dallas ISD.
Dr. Mike Hinojosa is proud of DISD's progress in his 3 years back.
The state's going to come out with the report cards, and we're going to look pretty good.
But you don't get something for nothing, especially merit pay for teachers.
It costs us $15 million new dollars every year, so we don't have a funding source.
The tax referendum would also fund early childhood education for 3- and 4-year-olds. The district is opening its first standalone preschool this year near the medical district. And the money would also go to fund more district-run choice schools popular with parents. If approved by the school board, voters would be asked in November to approve a 13-cent tax increase. For owners of a $250,000 home, that would add up to $325 a year, which would bring in $120 million a year for the district. Money Hinojosa says the district needs in part because of the Robin Hood plan.
But it is frustrating, especially for taxpayers, to write that check thinking it's going to schools, but it actually goes to the state general fund.
This year, DISD is considered property wealthy, despite the fact that 90% of its students live in poverty. It's an issue lawmakers have faced repeatedly in the past.
So we're beginning to see the concept of Robin Hood. We now have to kind of rethink the recapture aspect.
We caught up with Texas Senator Royce West before he headed to Austin for a meeting on the very issue.
When you start taking dollars away from those districts that have complex problems, there's a problem.
Hinojosa does not want to depend on the state to fix the funding problem, which is why he's once again asking the school board to put a tax increase on the ballot for voters to decide. He's hoping the third time will be the charm.